Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB Binance Coin. Here, high level picture. BNB, in my opinion, formed its a wave one here back in May 21. It then came down in a wave A, it moved up in a wave B, it is now coming down in a wave C in a 5-wave move. This wave C is part of a wave 2, which follows this wave 1 here at the peak. And in this 5-wave move, in my opinion, down, we are currently here at or in a wave 4. Yeah, we are currently in a wave 4 and we are waiting for an impulsive move down in a wave 5 now. So let's take a look on the 1-hour chart. What is it doing? It is still sort of here in this corrective wave mode. Yeah. So this obviously wave 4. Maybe what I'll do, I will take those lines out because they can mess it all up a little bit. Let's call this here the wave 4. Yeah. Wave 4. After what we had down here was a wave 3. And what you expect now is in a final wave 5, that wave 2 to be overall completed. Now, I gave you in the previous video already a possible target area or a likely target area here for this last leg down. I'm not quite sure if we actually reach it. This will be quite a bit of a drop. Yeah, this is purely based also on the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level and the 78.6. I could imagine that we actually don't reach it exactly. Yeah. So we might make in the last leg down here a lower low compared to that wave 3 low. Yeah, which is at 200 and no, that's not right. Well, I'm on the 1-hour chart. I better go to the daily, otherwise it doesn't really take it. So $207.50. Yeah, this is where we would expect the price to at least go to, but ideally lower. Yeah. Overall, the chart has in that correction pretty much done what it needs to do. As I always say here, or as I've said for the last few weeks across the market, theoretically for those cryptos, the low could be in. Yeah. Because they have made a lower low in these corrections. So, for example, here, what BNB did, we had here in this wave 1, yeah, after that you come down in a wave A. This was the previous swing low. This was at 211 US dollars on the 23rd of May. So a wave A down, a wave B to the upside, which did not make a new all-time high, which is good. And then we came down in a wave C, and this came a little bit lower, yeah, roughly $4 lower than the wave A, which is fine. And with that lower low, it could have completed an ABC correction. So a wave C should, which this is, should at least be as long as the wave A, yeah, which it was here, and it should make a lower low, and which it did. So from that point of view, theoretically, the chart has done what it needs to do, but ideally to really, yeah, to have a little bit of a better picture, you would want the price to get into this target area. And as you can see here, this sort of orange line, which is coming up here, that's the 200-week moving average. I think the 200-week moving average would be also a target that would make sense. It has been a significant target for Bitcoin in the past, and this time it might make sense for BNB as well, because it is exactly where the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level is. So this would be at $157. Yeah, the 78.6% Fib level, where also the 200-week moving average is. And below that, pretty much the last target here is the 88.7% Fib level at $86.70. Now, I personally don't think that is very realistic, that we actually will reach that level, not where we currently are. And BNB overall is holding really well. Yeah. Pretty much on a level like Ethereum. It is far away from the 78.6% level, far away from the 88.7%, and it's even back above the 61.8% level here at $274. So pretty much that level so far has provided support. As you can see it here, we dropped below it quite significantly, but only for a very short period of time, and then the price moved back above it. So we can see that the higher the market cap, the higher the fib levels that the prices are really, that the prices see in the current correction. Let me just take that out. But despite everything I just said, even though it's holding good and everything, I would expect the price to move down from here shortly. Yeah, I mean, we have here a wedge pattern. This I would currently see as a wave 4. This is an ascending wedge. This is a bearish pattern. You can call it a bearish flag. And I mean, I could draw it here as a pennant. I can also very well, I think, just draw it as some kind of a channel. No, but even if I draw it differently, it would still be some kind of a wedge pattern here. So in both ways, a wedge pattern. I think I can't draw here a channel. So we have a wedge pattern, and yeah, this would typically be expected to break to the downside. There is never a guarantee. We always want to wait here for a confirmation. In this pattern, we're currently making higher lows and higher highs. That's fine, but there are a lot of overlaps. That just characterizes a corrective structure. And from here, I would expect at some point here the price to move down. Other cryptos make a very similar structure. So we have a resistance level here currently at $318 US. Yeah, if we break above that really, then we would see probably higher prices all the way up to $357, which is the 50% fib retracement. But even then, I would be skeptical. It would not stop, in my opinion, the overall downward pressure. I think only when we break that level, then we can talk about it, the $355 level to the downside. Yeah, if this pattern breaks to the downside, which I would primarily expect, I mean, I have to expect it, is a wedge pattern which is ascending. So typically the likelihood would be that it breaks to the downside. Of course, not guaranteed, but I have to expect it. Yeah. So if it loses this support, which is currently at around $295, then it would probably go all the way down to 275, which is a 61.8% level. Below that, I think we have a confirmed breakout to the downside, which could then, again, very fast go down to roughly $200, and maybe even, depending on how strong that sell-off then will be, maybe even reach that target area here, which I think it should be able to reach. But as I said before, it doesn't necessarily need to reach it anymore. And it theoretically has done what it needs to do, but because of the price structure and because the bullish signals are still too weak, at the moment at least, I wouldn't call this overall correction as complete. And let's be honest, it's very unrealistic that BNB is finishing its correction if other cryptos are doing it, like Bitcoin. Yeah, so we want to see more bullish signals. When would this correction be over with a high likelihood? Well, from my point of view, and I will make you aware, and I repeat it all the time because it's important, we want to see a 5-wave move to the upside. We cannot see that yet, and we want this to be corrected to the downside again. So we want to see a bullish move up, we want to see a corrective move down, and that is when there is here a bullish signal again. Yeah, for example, a green engulfing candle or something, bullish candlestick formation, then this would be a confirmation, as good as you can get it with TA. Yeah, as good as you can get it, that the correction is over. And when I see something in the charts like that, I will of course make you aware. All right, so this is BNB. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership and maybe the trading course I'm currently offering on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.